back to the subject of what, who, and where is the Holy Grail? Many, many people, whatever they've heard on the subject, believe really comes from movies, specifically those written on the subject as allowed, produced, and financed by the very ones who believe this, and in this none other than the Catholic Church. Specifically, I'm speaking about the one of the Indiana Jones movies. It was called The Search for the Holy Grail, and in that movie they portrayed the Holy Grail to be a cup, specifically a cup of what they called Christ. Of course, that was not true. It was not accurate. I knew it then. Same Catholic Church financed and put out another movie recently called The Da Vinci Code, Part 1, of course. And in that movie, the Holy Grail was a person. Yet they kept some more truth out, even though they revealed even more truth than ever before so far, by saying that in the Da Vinci Code, the Holy Grail is a woman. Although it was a man, but it's close, close. So as you can see, there's a theme here. They know something has happened, is happening already, and as the time progresses, that Almighty God has and is and has already. I don't mean has as in has happened, has as in is here in the now. Sent the person. Say person. And they call, as it is in the English translation, the Holy Grail. It's a person. It's a man that God sends himself. This person is not Almighty God, no. He is sent by God to do his will on this planet and complete, that's right, complete, what this person called Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago, although that's not his name. What this person, Jesus Christ, started 2,000 years ago. And Catholicism calls this person that God will send the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail simply means royal bloodline. Royal bloodline. Obviously, the royal bloodline of the house of Joseph, specifically. Many, specifically in Judaism, are looking for the royal bloodline of the house of Judah. And this is where Judaism is wrong on. It's the house of Joseph, according to Genesis chapter 49. And of course, there are so many different parts of both Old and New Testament, was called as the Bible, that I could at random point out. But for the sake of time, I won't. And please feel free to ask whatever question you may have on the subject, or if you would like me to refer to a certain part of the Bible that mentions specifically where the Holy Grail, as the Catholics call, or the Catholic Church calls the Holy Grail, Where in the Bible is it mentioned that this person, be it a man, and it is, will come in our days, in our decade, and this is also true, and specifically to the tribe of Joseph, and this is also true, biblically speaking. So please ask, it's a very, and has a very simple answer. Doctrinally speaking, anyone can actually read any book for that matter, be it the Bible or any other, religious, non-religious, but very few can actually read it, in this case the Bible, and interpret it properly and actually put it in context. Make the puzzle fit. That's all that's happening here. The dots are being connected for all of you to know why things are going the way they are and what is still yet to come. So now we understand what the Holy Grail is. In my last video, I mentioned a bit on the fact of what the Vatican is and where did it come from and why was it instituted. And most people don't know. They really have no idea. They think the Catholic Church and the Vatican is one and the same. Actually, it's not. The Catholic Church, in Latin, be it Catholic meaning universal, church meaning gathering, is a universal gathering to listen to what the Vatican has to say. The Vatican now, and this is once again, I mentioned some of this in my last video segment, is derived, the word Vatican, from the ancient goddess Vaticana. Vaticana meaning the goddess of the undead. The undead mentioned is not human, or rather, are not humans. It implies that this person, and it is a female, is the goddess, or ruler rather, of the immortals or immortal beings, or angels as people call them. For example, in Islam they call them jinns. And this is where we also derive and get our word genie from. Although same beings. So, for those of you who ever wondered where does the Vatican come from, or what does the Vatican means, now you know. And by the way, this is all pretty much public information, not that I'm sharing anything new here. As I already mentioned, so please stay tuned to the following clips that I will do on various subjects. Specifically, if I missed anything or anyone out there may have a specific question to a specific answer that needs answer, feel free to write. And no question is too large, too small, insignificant. Not to me.